Well. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JayLeesCorner. How y'all doing? How was everyone on this good old Friday Eve? I know I have not been live. Technically, I ain't been live since Sunday, okay? It is Thursday, but I was putting content up and stuff. I was busy with work and stuff, but I still was giving y'all stuff to watch, even though it was not a live video, okay? And that's my fault, but again, I gotta get it how I live and whatnot. But we are here together today, okay, to have a good old time. Yes, it took me a minute to get a thumbnail together because I couldn't think straight. My mind wasn't going right or whatever. Child, y'all know to do a couple of things for me. Please make sure to do what? Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Okay, you can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Around here, child, look, all week I have been putting up content, child, mainly all about basketball. Why? Because that is what was going on around here. I said, child, how I do 3 whole videos about a show I don't watch, okay? Because I can around here. We also did a little live on Sunday. We also did the Love and Marriage Huntsville, which I will be live again this Sunday around 3 p.m. to recap Love and Marriage Huntsville as well. But yeah, y'all, we here today for these things, okay? And y'all, if y'all don't know, I couldn't find Glorilla in purple. So I put Glorilla in blue, okay? Anyway, y'all, how is everyone today? Okay? How y'all doing? Look, I did not have no shirt on. I had to go grab a shirt, and I did not reapply my lipstick. But hi, okay, how y'all doing? I hope everyone's okay. If you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, thank you either way. Okay, not don't worry about the thumbnail. I mean, sometimes I have to worry about the thumbnail. Okay, sometimes the thumbnail make it be. You know, the thumbnail just make me feel like I did the bare minimum. Okay, I did the bare minimum. Now I could have left my general one up. You know what I'm saying? I could have left this one up because that's my general thumbnail or whatever. But I said, no, I want to show them what I'm talking about. And y'all see, I replaced my cartoon people with real people. Okay, we got Tamar down there, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Wendy Williamson, also Portia on it too. I could have left that up, but I did not. I said, no, girl, get you a thumbnail, get some color schemes going. Okay, see what happens around here, and then boom, here we are. Okay, but like not forget the thumbnail. I'm a perfectionist. I am. Okay, but hello to all the people. Make sure to please again hit the like button because it's always a thing to do. I'm gonna change the thing around here so I can see. I need to hold on, I'm trying to pin a message. Boom. Okay, to pin somebody, tell people to come right here like the black thing. But yeah, I hope y'all all had a good day. It is hot here in Michigan. Child, I was like, I don't care. Now we and you all. And the crazy part is, I didn't even think about. I'm like, well, I can just put up some premieres. They still see me. I mean, it's not a lie. But then, and I was not gonna do a live today. I was gonna do a live one tomorrow or Saturday, and I was like, no, JayLee, it's Thursday. Get around here and see the people. Okay, get around here and see the people because why are you playing? I hope the rain we're having doesn't. I hope not either. Child, look, windows closed, doors closed, whatever's going on outside. I'm hoping it does not affect me on the inside. Okay. Jackie's other daughter doing an interview with a YouTuber right now, and she's gonna give a lot of the. Jackie's daughter was on live on TikTok last night, and if YouTube been real dumb. So, and that's another reason why I hadn't been doing live because YouTube, it keep freezing, it keep knocking people out. That's aggravating. So that was another little bit of a reason why I was not live. But Takari was live last night I caught about 40 minutes of it. So, child, we're gonna get into her a little bit, and then because I haven't listened to her live that she did last night, I was halfway asleep. Okay, I got in the bed last night. Let me see what time I recorded this. I got in the bed last night. So last night at 3:32 in the morning, Eastern time, I was in the bed. I was scrolling TikTok, and I heard a voice. I was like, that voice sounds different because she had the speech impediment. And then I looked at her and I'm like, oh, that's Jackie's daughter. And child, I was asleep. I just pushed record. I put screen record on my phone and laid down. And when I woke up about an hour later, it was someone else on there or whatever. So, but she talked for a long time. We're gonna get into her a little bit, and then once I watch what she said last night, we may come back and discuss and have a watch along tomorrow. But okay. Not that's a headband. I will always have my gray up front. I will always have my gray up front. So no, I have not dyed my hair at all. It's just a little headband. It's a little headband to cover my gray a little bit. Okay, but again, we here. Child dedications. Okay, and I thank you for being a member, Shayla. I thank you. It is always appreciated. Okay, and I am just like, look, I can only do what I can do when I can do it, but I be trying to do it all the time. Yeah, she was a child love. And the crazy part is this morning, it has been so busy at work. Okay, it has been so busy at work. So sometimes I'm able to edit things, whatever. I could not, but I don't see if I can hear this because I said, girl, because I have not been able to listen yet.
My mom did a lot, and I said I would grow with 2 kids. It definitely ain't her fault why I lost my apartment. It's not. I don't blame her for that. Like that's weird of me. I was a whole grown ass woman. Yes, she could have stepped in. Yes, she had to this shit or that, but that's not her obligation. That's not her obligation. So
So Takari was already on TikTok last night explaining to people different things, and because she has a speech impediment, I wanted to be sure to cut out the pauses, and get it edited down for y'all. So we may have a watch along tomorrow for that, because again I have 45 minutes. So to me, child, okay. But again, hello to all the people around here. I'll shock with ma'ams. Hello to everyone around here. Okay, countdown as well. I don't even watch the show. I only seen the clip of her and Jackie about to fight, and I set my DVR to record the show. It wasn't even a full episode. I think I recorded 40 minutes, the last 40 minutes of the show. So I missed some things, but I got that fight, and I had my opinion on it, and it was what it was. So I think folk don't know that because she don't talk that often, but she has a bit of a speech impediment. So I'm like, I gotta be sure we can understand her. So I don't want to put I can't speed it up because of her how she talks. So I have to listen to it and edit it down because I'm like, child, we got things to do. But yeah, anyway, y'all, let's get to the smack her around the world. The smack her from around the world. And since then, it's been so much conversation around it. But we will get into basketball wives in 1 second. Y'all make sure that you already like the video. And again, if you watch the live or if you watch the replay, I appreciate you around here. Okay. But we here today to discuss all kinds of crazy stuff, because all week I have been liking stuff and saving stuff for us to discuss. And so now y'all know. Now let's go to Malcolm first, because we can't do the white people first. Let me go back down to, because I did do a video. I did do Malcolm-Jamal Warner rest in peace video. I did that on Tuesday. So if you have not seen it, go there. Okay. I didn't want to do a breaking news video. Because first of all, when Malcolm died, okay, I was like in a state of shock for the full day. So when I seen people who were doing like lives and were doing breaking news, I'm like, bitch, how y'all functioning? How y'all do that? You know what I'm saying? So I had to wait a day, gather my thoughts, gather my emotions. So I did a video on Tuesday, even though he passed away on Monday. And I felt like I was happy I waited a little bit of time, because something that came out immediately wasn't fully accurate. I mean, it was accurate that he passed away. It was accurate that he passed away from a drowning. But some of the other details, even stuff that I said, was not fully true. Because at first they said he was by himself in the early morning. That wasn't really true. Anyway, one, rest in peace to Malcolm. We did find out that he was actually with his daughter. The daughter was saved, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because of the tide pulled them both in. It was other servants around who was able to save the daughter, and that's sad within itself. And we just gonna wish, good energy and positive vibes and healing and grieving and all that stuff to his daughter, his wife, his other family members and everything, friends and colleagues of his. And I feel like everyone was like, Malcolm-Jamal Warner? It ain't about Theo, you know what I'm saying? Because him playing Theo Huxtable was one thing. I feel like no one looked at him and said, hey, Theo. It was like, no, that was Malcolm-Jamal Warner. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like I was like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing right there. Rest in peace to that man. Now, also, his ex-girlfriend, Karen. Karen played on A Different World. She played on The Cosby Show. She also played in Lean on Me. My point is, they dated years ago before he met his wife. So she had made a post and said, what if we found karmic relationship. My friend, thank you. Until we meet again, love you always and always. My deepest condolences to Pam, Warner's wife, and the daughter. And folks was upset with Karen just because they felt like Karen's post about Malcolm-Jamal Warner was disrespectful to his wife. And I was like, I don't see how. Like, to me, I feel like she dated him too. And they had a relationship too. And I don't feel like now if she would have went to Malcolm's funeral dressed in all black with a veil and got up on the pulpit and said, "Oh Lord, not my Malcolm, not my man," that would be disrespectful. But I think we have to sometimes leave room for people's past stuff because they were still friends in real life. So the only reason I don't find it disrespectful is because she made a post on her own social media about someone she used to be with. They were together, I think, for like over a decade. So they had a whole life together. And just because he moved on, he had a new wife, I feel like that does not mean the love they shared is inconsequential. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes I get that. You know what I'm saying? The whole love and always. I feel like people sometimes don't or may not think love is not always sexual. Like to me, sometimes love just means we had a love that transcends a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It was a friendship. And I think even the fact that she said, to his wife, prayers to her, to me, was what she was to me. I felt like she wasn't trying to be disrespectful. But again, she had a 10-year relationship with that man. And if he died, I think it's okay if she grieves that loss too, especially if they had a friendly relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, and because I've never heard anyone say a negative thing towards him, I feel like that maybe was her point. Like, we had a great relationship when we had it. So I feel like people trying to, and I also felt like people trying to make her, and I get maybe people were upset that he passed away. They felt some kind of way about it and everything. I fully get that, but I feel like sometimes we have to, now have she said, Malcolm, I can't wait to meet you in the afterlife, Malcolm. Because, you my man. You know what I'm saying? Again, my friend, a profound karmic relationship, my friend, not my man, not I want to be with you. I think people read too much into it out of our own grief, but I didn't find what she put out disrespectful. Only because I feel like they dated for 10. And I think I remember them dating way back when or whatever. So I mean, did she have to post it? She didn't have to, but I don't think she was trying to be disrespectful. I don't think the generic of what she said was different. Okay. Now if his wife come out, if his wife feels disrespected, that's different. But I feel like, girl, y'all went together, but they was friends. So I'm not finna harp on that shit. My husband dead. My husband dead. My child father dead, bitch. I don't care. But I didn't feel like it was crazy. But folks was upset. Child, they was like, oh, she being rude. She being disrespectful. I can't believe that bitch said that. I said, well, damn it, man. I hope she didn't mean it. Now, after he passed away, child, the following day, okay, because Malcolm passed away on a Sunday, we found out on a Monday, and on Tuesday, Ozzy Osbourne died. at 76. Now the kicker with Ozzy Osbourne was, I said, because him sent me the announcement about it, and my first thought was, I think Ozzy been dying for years because he's been so sick for a long time with this and that and that and this. So okay, yeah, sad, that he ain't running no more. But I'm like, to be 76 and do all the drugs and destructive things to your body that Ozzy Osbourne did. We don't like his wife. But still, rest in peace to that man. Because I used to like the Osbournes. I did. I don't like the wife emotion. And Sharon face is different now. All different face. But Ozzy, again, 76 years old, he was in the group Black Sabbath. They said they had a farewell concert maybe like last month. But he passed away Tuesday morning, surrounded by loved ones and family and all those things. The ones in privacy in that. Okay. But may he rest in peace. I mean, was he? He wasn't evil, was he? I don't think. Was he? I don't think he was like a Satan worshiping person. But he put that bad head. Anyway, I don't know. Rest in peace to Ozzy. And then today we found out that Hulk Hogan passed away. Now, me, I was a wrestling fan in my younger years. Okay, when I was younger, WWE, WWF, okay, was a big, huge thing. So I am the generation where Hulk Hogan was, the thing. He was the greatest wrestler, the Hulkamaniacs, all these things. And then, child, he came out as a racist, was saying racist things. He was caught saying the NIGG word. Okay. So I would say within the past maybe 10 years, Hulk Hogan has not been my favorite person. And he ruined wrestling for me because I remember him saying, I'm like, sir, why don't you let me know that you ain't shit? Okay, so Hulk Hogan was 71. He passed away in Florida. It was a call from the people. Well, not girl. His people called the 911s because he had a cardiac situation, and so I'm assuming it was a heart attack. Now they say he had neck surgery. Recently, maybe a couple weeks ago, whatever. He was healing from the neck surgery, so we don't know. May he rest in peace. But yeah, I had heard that man, was around here being the cis of the race. Okay. But separate from that, he was an absolute legend in the wrestling world. However, in the real world, I said, sir, I don't know if he like black people. So I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But condolences to his ex-wife, his new wife, his kids. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has stopped people from being in the union. He stopped the wrestlers from getting they just due. So Hulk Hogan may have been a fan. I'm sorry, he may have been a wrestler that the fans loved, but they say most of the wrestlers ain't like his ass. Okay, and then once I found that out, plus he was rising the N, the I, and the GG, and the ER. Okay, once I found that, I said, oh, he don't even like black people. So, I mean, may he rest in peace. But I mean, going up there, you can go wrestle with the Macho Man. Go around there and do that. So, yeah. Now what else I want to do? Oh, the way it was on the lady right here. What's the lady name? Oh, Julian just died. Julian died. Connie Francis died. I said, they gone. Okay, Malcolm-Jamal Warner died. And some folks said we're not going to include Ozzy and Hulk Hogan into the Malcolm-Jamal Warner thing because some folk, it's like what you gonna do there. But I said, child, they just gone to not on him. No, wait. Gone too soon. Okay. Because I'm like, child, I was crying on Monday. I was like, oh Lord. When I found out that Ozzy died and I found out that Hulk Hogan died, I said, oh. They not here. You know, I was sad when Julian died too, because I love him. I loved him as Cole on Charmed. Anyway, JayZ. So JayZ's fake son of Rymir has allegedly, reportedly dropped the DNA paternity case against him. He might refile it. Now, I am a full-fledged believer, okay, in the fact that just because we look alike don't make us family, for one. I think people be forgetting that boy had a full-fledged father in his life for two, and only him and his godmama, who was that? Who was Chuck Mangione? Is it Mangione? Who that man? Who that man? Let me Google it. Who that man? Chuck. Wait, let's see. He's a musician. Charles Frank, is it Mangione? I don't know that man. Or do I know him? I don't know. But may that man rest in peace too. Chucky Mangione, whatever, I can't pronounce it the right way. Okay. But may he rest. That is true, because I didn't give birth to DJ. But he my family though. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. DJ he has a whole bloodline with me. Okay, that's why he's my twin. But anyway, Rymir has reportedly dropped the case. It's been about 10 years. It's been at least 10 years, if not 15. Since per documents obtained by Hip Hop News. He think, his mama said, "Hey, I fucked JayZ that one time." Okay, he could be your daddy. Okay, JayZ has forever said, "I'm not that baby. I'm not the daddy." No. So again, he's pulled the case. He's not suing right now. Okay. It says there have been some unconfirmed reports on acting Rymir dropped it because some things were added to his filings without his permission. So he dismissed the case with prejudice, so he could update it to avoid having his case on out. Look, let's see. Oh, he was a jazz saxophonist. Well, may the jazz saxophonist Chuck Mangione rest in peace. Okay. But with JayZ and the seed that the mama say could be JayZ, I am fully aware that people have a right to know where they come from. I also feel like you don't have a right to invade my DNA space because your mama said something. But I'm not. He had a full-fledged father, right? Who was on the birth certificate. So it's weird. It's always been weird to me that there is this chase of JayZ. You know what I'm saying? Now I know JayZ could just give a DNA test. I would not do it. Because again, once you open the door for one DNA test, you open the door for all DNA tests. And I am not trying to say that anyone has a right to deny a person the truth of where they came from. But sometimes where you come from is not your DNA. Sometimes where you come from is who raised you. So I think even trying to, not acknowledge or trying to dismiss, you were raised by someone who was always thought to be your daddy. And because your mama said, "Well, I fucked JayZ that one time." I did at one time. And since then, he's been like, "Well, JayZ, I want." And I don't think that's a valid enough reason, because if I'm 22 years old and not this whole time, your daddy is John James, who worked at the salad bar at Taco Bell. I just made that shit up. And then all of a sudden, you know what, son? One time in right before college, I fucked JayZ. Yeah, I did. He might be your daddy. So go get your father. And then you said, "Oh, well, JayZ, my mama told me she fucked you." He like, Like, what? Yeah, I don't care. And he may just not care. Now, does that mean that JayZ is a POS? I mean, possibly. But I also feel like we can't force people to be family. We can't. We should not be forcing, as we see all of these laws and all of these changes going on in the world because one crazy orange man sits in a house that's white. Y'all should know, let's stop trying to force people to do stuff because someone wants it done. We need to have valid reasons to do shit. And we don't have valid reasons to do shit. Let's stop trying to force people to do stuff. Just because I told her, if that lady said I fucked Derek Johnson, the janitor at the high school, would this boy be in court trying to sue for some DNA? He wouldn't. To me, he's chasing this down because the man is JayZ. He's suing in court because the man is JayZ. Period. Look, because it's easier to pay somebody to go away than to keep denying stuff. So I feel like I'm not paying no attention. I'm not doing it. Okay, not doing it. Leave me be, bitch. But however, he has since dismissed his case. He will probably come back, and I'm pretty sure when it comes back, JayZ gonna still say, bruh, no. Okay? JayZ, nigga, leave me alone. Okay? I think JayZ like,
it was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
And let's say they do a DNA test and it come back that he ain't the daddy. It's then what? Then what? You done forced me to do a DNA test and I told you I don't know your mama. So I'm not, I'm not for forcing anyone to do a DNA test. I'm not. Because once we start forcing people to take DNA tests because someone says something that's going to lead us down a path of foolishness, I'm telling y'all. And if JayZ is that man dead, and he has denied that man this whole time, JayZ's karma will come at him tenfold when need be. But I don't feel like someone can say, we look alike. And my mom said she banged you. So, hey, give me your stuff. Then he gonna say, I'm one of his kids. I have a right to his stuff because I'm a kid. I'm not for it. I'm not. Even if I bang JayZ, and I knew I banged JayZ, I'm not waiting until my deathbed to tell nobody. I'm go tatted on the mountains, over the hills, and everywhere. I'm not keeping that secret. I'm not. If I knew I banged JayZ and there was a chance that my son was his kid, I'm going in immediately to the Social Security office, to everybody. I'm not going to leave on my deathbed that info with my son. For what? For what? For what? Girl. Anyway. We will see if he tried to get more tests done later on. Who knows? I got so much random ass stuff for us to discuss. It's crazy. Okay. Child, them comparing Billy Porter hair to Keisha Cole hair in the Trust and Believe video. I said, first of all, who did Billy Porter's hair? Who did he just ask for the Keisha Cole cut? Did he ask for the Keisha Cole cut? Like who curled that man's hair? Who did it? Who is it? Prince? Is it Keisha Cole? No, it is Billy Porter. Okay, now, I said he out here with Keisha Cole 2012. I said, what is happening? Okay, what is happening? I just don't, and I like Billy Porter, but I need him to take off the Keisha Cole cut. Okay, it's just weird to me. Child, they said that Candace is the girl name. Candace Owens is getting sued for defamation because she told the man, the French president Emmanuel Macron, Candace told that man, your wife is transgender. Your wife used to be a man. Now, I don't like Candace. I don't follow her, so I don't even care. But I know she's like a troll of some sorts. So finding out that because she said that man's wife is really that man's husband, Stewart. Now, is the wife trans? Because why would she say that? Like, I feel like, why would you say that somebody's wife is their husband if that's you can't just be calling folk trans and saying they was born a man, they've been lying. Okay, so you can't do that. Now they said that Candace Owens launched a conspiracy in March 2024 in an 8-part podcast titled "Becoming Brigitte," accompanied by a post on Twitter, despite all credible evidence disproving the claim. You can't be on social media calling folk men if they was born women. You can't. It's just not the thing to do. I thought I had another post about it. But yeah, they suing her because she said that shit. And I don't like her, so I don't really care. But they say she didn't double down on it.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making.
Well, damn, Candace. How you know she was born a man?
So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick.
See, again, someone around here saying, hey, give me your DNA. Okay, give me. We have to stop trying to allow people to request your DNA.
However you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up, raising your children? That would be fine. For whatever reason, to phone, by the way, like I said, we'll get to the bottom of it. Right, that is what Discovery is for. I'm going to ask a lot of questions.
It's weird to me that anyone is so enthused to find out if somebody else's wife is a man. I don't know. Now, this the lady who married the man and he was 12. He wasn't 12, but he was young and she was old. That's her. Focus on that. But they sued her again for defamation. But she said, "I'm gonna keep saying that that's a man." Well, say it to the judge. And sometimes the judge gonna say, "Bitch, I got your man." Let's get to some crazy stories around here. Now, first of all, I seen this right now. The lady right here is upset because the job told her, "Go home."
Okay, for those of y'all who wondering why I'm not at work, because this is your sign to go ahead and quit your job. I went to work today, outfit.
You see her shoes, right? Little like Adidas, little Adidas sneaker.
Shoes. They're cutesy. I am currently in Walmart buying these.
Okay, some little simple ballet slippers for work. Okay.
As my job said that these are not professional and that is too casual. And something about a job telling me what's too casual pisses me off.
Oh, now, little girl. Now you want us to you in the camera in the Walmart saying something about your job telling you what to wear to work bothers you, bitch. It ain't your company. It ain't. some companies casual is another company's inappropriate. Now, do I find what she's wearing inappropriate or too casual? No, because I'll be at work in jogger pants and slippers, okay? However, what the shoes that you're wearing typically may not be casual. Y'all, when I tell y'all I bought because my job, we have a casual dress code. I have all of these are like simple. These are simple, like slip-on sneakers. I bought them from Old Navy. I have them in every color. Okay, because I don't have time. Okay, and also because when I'm at work, I'm in my office, and I'm not trying to get dressed for work and be like dressed up. I want to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable. So when your job has a very simple casual dress code, get regular casual shit. Regular casual stuff. But sometimes a pair of sneakers that are, two-tone or whatever, they may say, hey, that's too casual. You can't wear them. You get you some regular all black shoes, some all white shoes. Some of them want you to have, one color shoe. Thank you, Keisha, for some chat. Don't want to follow no rules. And she sounds stupid by saying that the job telling me it's their company.
This is 2025, and I just feel like everyone needs to evolve. So why am I having to wear lemon pepper steppers when I can wear cute?
Because you are a worker bee, bitch. And I mean bitch respectfully, okay? You are not the boss. It's not your company. It isn't. And what you're wearing, that's a Foot Locker outfit. That's how Foot Locker people were. They be in some sneakers, some slacks, and a shirt. Girl, what did you do?
I'm irritated. And from the time I got in my car to get to the store to pick up these shoes and go to the register, it's giving like, go ahead and put that 2 weeks notice in. Like,
well, quit, girl. Go do that.
Just something about having to take this money to go from this to this, and I know I look nice. Like, we just need to evolve and just let people just be themselves. I am so tired of having to put on this little hat for corporate America. Like,
well, get out the corporate Americas. Okay, get out the corporate. And again, the fact that she's complaining that she has to wear a regular pair of black flats to work is crazy to me. You lucky they didn't say your outfit wasn't right. Your shirt too tight. Your pants fit too much. All they said was the shoes are too casual. If you don't want to work, just say that.
Like, oh my God. Then the shoes $14. Like,
do you not have $14? Because mine cost, I think, $28. Girl.
Like, no shade, but I'm just ready to nip this in the bud once and for all. You are looking at Miss 2 Degrees.
Ma'am. So, your 2 degrees don't have you your own job at your own company. You are a worker bee. And when you are a worker bee, you have to follow the rules of the company you work for. Degrees or not. Your 2 degrees does not earn you the right to tell a company what you can wear to their company.
First generation, young, black, lit, and in these corporate rooms. That's what y'all fail to realize. It never gave fake corporate over here. I've been in corporate my whole entire life. I've never.
Girl, how old is you? If you've been in corporate your whole life, how do you not know how to dress at corporate American jobs?
Experience anything else, so I know what it's like to be in these rooms. I know what it's like to be the youngest person. I know what it's like to be the newest person. I know what it's like to be the blackest person. That's never going to change.
Not the blackest. What's the blackest person? What the The blackest? Girl, what do you mean?
It's who I am. What y'all fail to realize is I don't care how much you play dress up. If you sit up there and you let people manipulate you into conforming into whatever they have going on and make you downplay your professionalism, if you don't, it sounds like a personal problem.
Girl, what is your degrees in? Okay. Because having 2 degrees don't mean shit. What is 1 degree in painting and the other one in fixing? You fixing paints? What is your 2 degrees in? Because your conversation lets us know your 2 degrees are not that degree. They're not. Girl, it's some fucking black slidings. What do you mean? What do you mean?
It never gave that with me. I'm loud, I'm black, and I'm educated, and I'm still in those rooms.
I'm willing to bet if her bosses see this, they're going to fire her. Y'all gonna learn to stop going on social media to air out your job grievances as if your job would then not fire you for putting them on blast. Miss Corporate America. Okay. Right. Corporate literally is a form of conformity for everyone. I am lucky enough. Look at my place of employment. I'm lucky enough that we have a casual dress code where sometimes I am in joggers, some sneakers, and a t-shirt. And it's okay. But I also know if they say, hey, they've never done it. But if they was to ever say, hey, go home and change, I would, and I wouldn't complain. Okay? Because even I know, girl, your shirt say all the folks are stupid. You can't be at work and all the folks is stupid shirt. But sometimes I wear my all the folks is stupid shirt on a Friday. I feel like no one's there. But I'll have a jacket on. You know what I'm saying? The sneakers, change the shoes. Change the shoes. And also because at my location, I'm in the office with other managers and the directors. So, but when we know that corporate is coming, our CEO is coming, but I am dressed. Okay, I am dressed and it's great. But you can't be complaining because your boss has told you, 2 degree Debbie, that your sneakers were not professional enough. Hey, go put on some ballet flats from the Walmart. Girl, she'll get fired.
But yeah, y'all have a great day.
And when you get fired, it lets you call unemployment and tell them you have 2 degrees, okay? Because bitch, what? Now, the white folk of the cheatation scandal, both are now unemployed, okay? Now, we know Andy quit a couple days ago. Kristen, who was head of HR, who we was fucking around with, she is now also resigning from her position at the Coldplay concert, kissing, hugging, and canoodling. Okay? Again, Andy quit. Now she will resign. Okay, there. And resign means they fired me, but we're going to say I resigned. Okay? But it was around here, canoodling. Where is it? I want to TMZ. Canoodling at the damn concert. So I mean, got it. But I mean, good riddance. Look, you can't be HR fucking the CEO at a concert. Okay? So, go make your own company. If you HR and he is CEO, divorce your spouses, get together. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. Because y'all both are now out of your positions. Both of your families know y'all some cheater pumpkin eaters. And y'all now are unemployed. Child, is always cheaper to not be rounding with the bullshit. Child, I said, Chucky, what you doing? Chuck E. Cheese mascot arrested for credit card fraud. First of all, not you scheming. Now, first of all, the person up under the Chuck E. Cheese mask looked like he's scamming. Okay, I don't think I've ever known somebody who has been a mascot person. There's a person up under the mask. I always feel like the mascot at a kid's restaurant should be a teenager. That's a grown ass man, if you ask me. So again, a Florida Chuck E. Cheese mascot arrested him in the middle of a kid's party. Okay, Jernell J. Jones, 41, was booked in Leon County Jail early Thursday morning on charges of credit card theft, criminal use of personal identification, and fraudulent use of credit card. Okay, witnesses said that the officer walked into the Florida and the Tallahassee location, pulled him out while he was fully dressed as Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, parents shocked, kids shocked. Mom, why are they arresting Chucky? What did Chucky do? Is Chucky okay? And said videos were showing him being arrested. Okay, took his head off. Not took his head off. You can't be taking Chucky's head off in front of the kids. Okay. Now he was released on $1,000 bond. Okay, no other details are available, but I feel like Chuck ain't cheesing. I is stealing. You can't be stealing at kids' parties. That's just not nice. Okay, that's just not nice. However, he out the scam again. But yeah, Chuck E. Cheese, he probably lost his job. You know, because if you are arrested in the company, outfits in front of the kids, you can't come back and you can't come back because you might get arrested again. So hopefully, whatever he did, he gets caught. Funeral home employee fired after posting gun photo with a casket to get social media attention. I said, people are going to learn to stop posting stuff at their job, using their job to get social media attention. It will get you fired. Now, 21-year-old employee at the funeral home out there in Texas was fired because he was caught posting images of himself with the caskets. One image showed him holding a gun in front of a closed coffin. Now, why would you do that? Now, I get your point may have been, are you gangster? And you let folk know if they play with you, pop, you're going to be in a case. But that's stupid. That's a threat. He's 21, so he's stupid. Okay, the photos were uploaded to the employee's social media account in an attempt to gain views and potentially monetize his content, which sparked outrage and forced the funeral home to call and was beaten, and now he's fired. Okay, fired. You're fired. So, people are I will never tell y'all where I work. Not for any other reason besides no one should know where you work unless they are, in your life. You know what I'm saying? Using your funeral home job to get attention on social media with guns and caskets. This crazy bitch. First of all, she looks crazy. Okay, she looks a little bit cuckoo. Okay, a Florida mama was arrested because she locked her crying 2-year-old kid in a car. Why? Because she wanted to watch the Smurfs movie, and she did not want her 2-year-old kid to ruin the movie because she's a mom. Girl, now first of all, look, I am a firm believer in. This don't sound mean. I don't like crying kids in theaters. I don't. I do not like crying babies in movie theaters, even for kid movies. If your kid is not old enough to understand, stop crying. To me, do not take them to the movies, okay? Rent a theater for y'all, but do not bring your crying kid to a theater where other people pay their money to a movie and your kid won't stop crying. So in my opinion, if your kid is not old enough to comprehend, when you say hush, you mean hush. Okay? And to me, a 2-year-old don't. They babies. They babies. So either rent out a theater for you and yours. So if they cry, it's up to y'all. But don't ruin my experience. I had rented a theater when Black Panther Wakanda ever came out. I rented a theater, and it was me and I think we had like a 40-seat theater that I rented out. Invited family and friends, and a couple of my cousins brought their children. Okay. Child, never again. I love my cousins. But I was like, look, never again. If your kid can't comprehend, hey, stop crying, sit down, cut it out. Because you're ruining the experience for other people. And then the kids happen to be sitting next to a friend of mine who don't have kids that age. You know what I'm saying? So you come here to enjoy it. I'm like, ooh. So I said the next time I rent a theater, I would say, hey, no kids allowed who can't contain themselves, because they end up ruining other people's, or all the kids sit at the top away from the adults. So that way, if you have a kid that's you sit up there with them kids and y'all hear that shit, but don't you sit 2 rows away and put the kids over here, and your kids child aggravated me. Okay. So I fully get her feeling like, you know what, I don't want my kid ruining someone else's movie. Bitch, don't bring your kid. You can't bring your kid and then leave the kid in the car. So 18-year-old Tripora, I can't pronounce her name, but she's 18 years old. So which means first of all, if she 18 and the kid too, she a kid as well. A kid at 16, she's a kid too. Her brain ain't functioning. Okay, so she left her 2-year-old daughter in the car, while her and her siblings watched the movie. She would get up and go to the car back and forth to check on her child, but took the kid to the car, but the kid would not stop crying. So she was arrested on felony child abuse charges after leaving her 2-year-old daughter in the parking lot in the car. Police said a witness called them to report the incident, claiming they had to break the window to get the baby out. Okay, it said the heat at the time, 107 degrees. Okay, they're in Florida. 107 degrees. The daughter was flush, red appearance, was sweating profusely, and was crying in distress because why? The mama was like, hey, I didn't want to have her in the theater. I brought her here to watch the movie. She kept crying and shit. So I said, hey, go to the car, and left her there. She's also married. The husband told the people later on she has a short temper and has a history of making irrational decisions when it comes to the child. I need someone to immediately take that child out that house, because the mama ain't shit and the daddy ain't shit. But when the daddy say she has a short temper for that kid is in danger. That kid is in danger. So one, I'm happy that this happened, because that her leaving that baby in that car saved that baby life. Because you in the theater, your siblings is in the theater. However, you left your 2-year-old in the car in 107-degree weather, bitch. Where? lock her ass up. And I'm happy she locked up. And I'm happy the cops now know, hey, someone needs to take that child from that mama. Because ain't no way the daddy gonna say, yeah, she had a short temper with that baby. You mean your baby, bitch? Anyway, just weird people. Child, a 27-year-old New York police officer, New York Department police officer, stole $87,000 from elderly Wells Fargo clients, spending on booty exercises, and Aruba vacation, the BMW payments, and more. What? Why you not robbing old people? Okay, a rookie cop has now thrown his whole career away. Okay, he's accused of snatching coins out of bank accounts that belong to the elderly and spit it on his ass. Per the New York Post, 27-year-old Yeson Rodriguez Acosta has been assigned to the 40th district in the Bronx, but was arrested on the job on Wednesday because he was out here scheming and scamming. Okay, he worked as a police officer right now, but he used to work at Wells Fargo Bank. Okay, and they said from March to September 2024, he was scheming, scamming. After they did an investigation, he had pocketed $87,243 from 14 client accounts and continued to collect up until June of this year. He spent the money on the BMW payments, a subscription to a Booty by Jack's Glute exclusive program, a credit card, and a Aruba vacation, and Airbnb, and more. You was working at the bank, and you rob. That's a bank robbery. If you work at Wells Fargo, and you steal money from people's account at the bank, that's like bank robbery, bitch. He has been now because again he used to work at the bank. He then became a cop. A bank robber becoming a cop in New York. Okay, bitch. It says he was suspended from the department without pay. It's facing a long list of charges, including 9 counts of third-degree grand larceny and first-degree identity theft, 2 counts of first-degree scheme to defraud, 4 counts of second-degree identity theft, and more. Jail. Prison. You can't. You went from working at the bank robbing customers to becoming a cop and then got arrested. Girl, look, I don't know. It's Booty's girl, what is it called? It says Booty by Jack's Glute exercise program and a BMW and an Aruba vacation and Airbnb and plus more. Child, he probably bought some hookers too. Stupidity. Okay, teen sent home from McDonald's over a trash dispute. Bring the mom to the store, fuss with the manager, and then the manager ended up shooting the mom.
Right now.
Now, I hate that they cut this story off. This is the manager of the store. She's the manager at the McDonald's around there in Illinois. And when the teenager was like, hey, I'm not going to do my job. I'm not going to take the trash out. I ain't doing shit. Lady right here, the manager said, okay, go home. Since you will not do the job, I'm going to send you home. Go home, get out of here. Okay? The teenager went and got her mama. Okay? The mama came over there with the daughter. They tried to fight the manager. So the manager popped the mama in the leg. Now, why would you come to your daughter's job to fight her manager because she was at home for not doing her job? Now, look, I know this happened here in Michigan as well. I never covered the story because it was kind of crazy. Where the McDonald's worker stabbed her manager to death here in he was in the East Point. He was in East Point, Michigan. That was crazy as well. So this situation where the girl left, got her mama that came up there to fuss and argue and fight the manager, the girl, I'ma shoot you. Pop, pop. And the fact that someone was just killed here in Michigan, okay, and by an employee, and I'm one state, I'm in Illinois, I'm not playing with y'all, okay? Now, they arrested the manager for shooting the lady. I don't think she should be arrested because if you come to the place of business and you come behind the counter or whatever, you want to harm me, I gotta pop you. I gotta pop you. So I don't know what the fuck is in the water. Detroit man charged in a $275,000 unemployment fraud after feds trace funds to OnlyFans account in 18. I said, no, why y'all can't even scheme and scam right? Okay, they said he got almost $300,000 in unemployment benefits using stolen identities. Okay, the Fed linked the man to a case after discovering he spent some of the money on jewelry and OnlyFans accounts registered in his name. According to the criminal complaint filed in federal courts, federal. Taylor Knight, 25, younger and child 20. Look. What's in the world? I need everybody to know, if you have not done all of your scheming and scamming before you turn 20, don't do shit after 20 years old. Okay? I chalk up any scheming, scamming, dumb shit before a person turns 20 to them as being younger done. You cannot be 25 years old frauding people. Okay, so 25-year-old man charged with wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, and being a felon in possession of a firearm, report to reports. Knight filed, this man filed at least 52 fake unemployment claims between May of 2020 and August of 2021, targeting what? Child PPP loans, pandemic relief program in eight states. Filed 52 fraudulent unemployment insurance claims between May of 2020 and August 2021, targeting a pandemic relief program in 8 different states. Many claims were tied to his Detroit home address, personal phone number, and a series of email accounts. If you're going to do shit from state to state, at least have other people help her anyway. It says some identities used belonged to real people who later confirmed they had never filed claims and were unaware the info had been stolen. Investigators said the debit card tied to those fake claims were mailed to that girl, was mailed to his house, used to withdraw money and make purchases, including one to OnlyFans. Okay, the email link to the account also used the multiple fake accounts, match his appearance. Girl, stupid. This man then did all that is you are breaking the law across state lines. That's mail fraud, that's wire fraud, that's money laundering. That's like a RICO. It's a RICO. Surveillance from an ATM captured a clear shot of him taking money out with a stolen card. They say agents say Knight is known associate of the 264 gang, also referred to Always on Go. In 2023, police responded to a shot spotter alert on Beaconsfield Street where Knight has been shot twice. Now he was shot twice. Girl, what is going on? Yes. You didn't scam 300 grand from unemployment and you finna go up under the jail. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why everybody around here is insane and doing all the drugs and doing all the illegal things. With child people, as much crap as we see in social media world of the celebrities, people in the real world are just as crazy. Okay, look, y'all take 30 good old seconds, child, and have a little shimmy, and I'll be right back. Like the video. And we're back. Okay. Let's get into the celebrity foolishness around here because I'm like, what is going on? Even the people in the real world are going crazy and they need Jesus. Let's start with Young Jock. So, Young Jock is a rapper. We all know Young Jock. For some reason, Young Jock was performing in a crop top tracksuit. Now I said, now what the hell? What the hell? That man whole belly out. Okay. Child, that man whole belly out. Now, he could have also just pulled his pants up and covered his belly because I feel like men who pants is way below their belly button is weird to me. Because, sir, why your pants? Jock is really out here in a belly shirt. I just don't know why. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't know. Okay. And then it's like you can't when your arms go up and your belly come out, that's weird to me. Because I won't say weird. Maybe some men want their belly out. I don't want my nigga belly out. No, if you take your shirt off. Okay, look, because we have naked days around here. Take your shirt off. Don't be round here with a belly shirt on. Don't do it, Jock. So again, of course it went viral. Jock responded because he's upset that y'all upset that his belly was out.
The whole crop top hit a situation. All right. It is a cropped top jogger. All right. But in performing, yeah, it raised up a little. Yes, I originally had a t-shirt on. I took the t-shirt off. It's all good. It don't even matter. Like, one thing about it, I'm a real one. So, y'all can say about them Atlanta jokes, cause Atlanta been Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
So you knew with a crop top jacket, and you made a decision to take off the undershirt and leave the crop top. Thank you for becoming a member, Squeaky. I appreciate it. But why take off the shirt and not take off the jacket? It's a crop top jacket. Why would you not take the?
Who we been and people made it, whatever it is. So y'all can go with all that. And then for two, let me tell you something. I got a video, and I'm gonna just show y'all the video. When I looked at the damn the jumbotron, big hair, I said, "Oh, hold on, start the music." I was like, "Hold up." y'all let me go up in my damn whole stomach got.
You didn't feel the breeze? I know you felt the breeze around the belly button.
The whole crop top hit a situation. So it's so funny because the same shit y'all saying, I was saying. Now hold up, don't get it twisted now. Made by Middle, definitely that shit fresh. You know what I'm saying? It just I didn't have a t-shirt on under because it was hot. I was under the stand that it was gonna be a little colder, and it was not. It was a little hotter, way hotter than what they said.
You left the crop top on and had the belly out. Okay, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, if he want his belly out, his belly can be out. If Jock want a little belly shirt, he can have a belly shirt. Okay. Thank you for the cash app. Girl, not cash app. For the what's it called, child? Super chat. Sweet key. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know why he didn't have a perm, child. Now you're in crop tops. I mean, if it's hot, who leaves on a jacket if it's hot? Who leaves on a jacket when it's hot? You wanted your belly out. You want to hide the titties and show your belly. Okay, so Jock missed me with the bullshit. Okay, you wanted to get your little belly out. Fine by me. Child Keith Sweat. Now Keith Sweat had a party, and Bera from Little Women Atlanta popped out a cart. Is she a stripper as well? Now, when Keith got up and swiftly left, Keith said, now what the fuck is this? Keith said, is that a little person out of a wagon? Did someone pick up a person and put them down? Now, Bear said, I'm breaking bears. Did y'all see any other little people there? Just like the auditions, y'all might see it as embarrassing. I see it as I was able to be in the room with a living legend. Like y'all mama dropped her draws for this man. He was surprised by his team, and people act like this towards me for real. So yeah, like, post, and share. People jump out of presents and cakes all the time. I'm only getting this reaction because I'm a little person who jumps in the line. Girl, no, it's because it's because somebody picked you up out of a wagon for Keith Sweat. Okay. Child, that's a car from Target. I don't think people should use little people as props, but girl, they use you as a prop. But she said, bitch, I'm in the room. I guess so, anyway. Fat Joe said he lost 10 mil after being hit with a sex trafficking claim by his ex-hype man. He's suing that man too. I don't care. You suing him. He's suing you. Everyone's suing everybody. Okay, now I think him losing money on these allegations is unfortunate. Absolutely. But I'm like, child, it's lawsuits and lawsuits and lawsuits all over the place. Now, Fat Joe also told us he drinks. Did I have it still? He said he drank 40 Diet Pepsis a day. I said, now how you gonna die? Fat Joe? What?
I don't know how safe that is. I'm not a doctor. I don't give a fuck. I drink too many Diet Pepsis.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? Very, very much. I got a problem. 30, 40 a day.
Now, we have 24 hours in the day. So anyone saying they drink 30 or 40 Diet Pepsis in a day, you gonna die. And I don't mean that in any mean, harsh way. What I mean is nobody is equipped to drink 30 sodas a day. I can't drink 30 bottles of water a day. And I love water all day, all night. But I'm like anyone who admits, hey, that means if it's 24 hours in a day, if you sleep for 6 hours, That's still 18 hours of you walking around the world. How? So do you do like three an hour? Like you just that's crack. Okay, that is crack. That's like folks who can smoke a pack or two. That means every time you sit down, you sipping. You sipping. You sipping. Okay. Anyway, was that's probably inappropriate. Yeah, he should absolutely care for one because I think people who say they drink like one a day is fine to me. If you do one a day, that ain't horrible, but you cannot admit to drinking 30 or 40 a day.
Let me tell you something. Damn. If I went to the doctor, God forbid, and they tell me, yo, you have a problem due to Diet Pepsi, I gotta take the shit on the chin.
Diet Pepsi don't make it no better.
I gotta just be like, I knew I was just doing too much with them Diet Pepsi, right? So
are you gonna hit one when you leave the doctor?
I'm drinking it now immediately. They're not stopping me.
No,
I was in jail with 1,000 Diet Pepsis. Imagine you in jail, you can't have nothing else, but Diet Pepsi's illegal.
You not in jail, Joe. You free, nigga. Sometimes I feel like this fat Joe just be saying shit to say shit. Because 30 to 40 Diet Pepsis a day is crack cocaine levels of addiction. Okay, so Joey Crack is a crackhead. Anyway, congrats to Venus Williams. She won a match. They say she's the oldest winning person because she's 45. That ain't even old, child. But she won her match on Tuesday. So they said she's the oldest winning person or not. And when she won, she announced that she's a fiance because she's engaged to model an actor, Andrea. Is it pretty? He's a handsome man. He's handsome. Look Caucasian-y, you know what I'm saying? Dark hair and whatnot. So congrats to Venus on her engagement to that man. Now he's handsome right here. I can't do white penis. It's this raw white, this like raw chicken. I think in my head, white penis is like raw chicken. You can't eat raw chicken. Anyway, congrats to her. I was gonna say congrats to somebody else. Who was it? I don't remember. I want to talk about Draya. Yeah, Draya. Draya and her boyfriend, Jalen Green. Now, you know, Jalen Green is like 12 years old. He's legal. Jalen Green is 23, I think, by now. And so, right, I like my meat dark. I need my meat medium. I can't do raw. But Jalen and Draya did a little couples questionnaire thing or whatever, and Jalen admitted to that he actually slid in Dreya's DMs.
Who slid into whose DMs first?
I slid in your DM.
Thank you. Did everyone hear that?
That's the story I tell.
Now, do we think Draya told him to say that he did it? Do y'all think that his girlfriend told him, look, if they ever ask, if the question ever comes up, you must tell them that you approached me first? Or do y'all think he really hit her up and she said, oh yeah, he's a nice young man? Is that what it was? Because if a child hits my DM, I'm going to say, baby, where's your mama at? Girl.
Yo, anyways.
Oh, okay, I'm just, just clarifying things.
I hope you know the part of our story. I hope that part is in here too. So.
I mean, we're working on this one right now. You got that one right. That's a point for you. Who?
The more I hear him talk and see their interactions, like, he's a handsome young man. He seems sweet, but he do come off young. I would feel like I'm his mama. So I know that there are some younger folks who act grown as hell. You know what I'm saying? They have an old soul. You know what I'm saying? They've been for their whole damn life. So if he came off like a old soul person, I would understand more. Oh, he don't even seem young. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people, I'm telling y'all, there are people who have been 40 since they were 20. And that's the only time I can understand if you 40 and they 20, you thought, oh, I can kind of get that. But I'm like, he sound young. And if he sound young now, he had to sound younger back then. They've been dating for 3 years. Was it 3 years? Maybe 2. Maybe it has been 3. I don't know. My point is, he still sounds young. But if she like it and it ain't legal, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Clarissa Shields said that she and Papoose is gonna have a baby next year.
We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year, and then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one, and then do the same thing again. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm, 40, 43, whatever, after my career to have my kids. Right. I want to be able to run at the park with my kids and stuff like that. I don't want to be too old. Mm-hmm. So I think that keeping my body in shape, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I think that'll also help me too while I'm going through this whole body and life changing stuff. Right. I'm going to have a baby.
Look, far be it for me to tell somebody what not to do. I do feel like before I'm gonna speak about having a baby with this man, I need that man to get divorced. Like, I would not want to have conversations about babies and shit. Like, I feel them, but I would not want to discuss you knocking me up when you still have a wife to deal with. I just don't want to do that. I just hope she takes her time and be sure that she really wants a baby with him. Because if he can't rush his divorce, he can't knock me up. You can't. Like, we can't even be having unprotected sex because you have a wife. Like, if you have a wife, we have to have condom sex. And nobody wants, look, okay? Raw sex is the best if you can have it. If you can have sex and you can trust the person you're with, that they not around here, you know what I'm saying, spreading it low and giving it wide, you know what I'm saying, they not gonna bring you nothing back, okay? Y'all ain't worried about nothing, okay? Raw sex is the most amazing thing. The only thing better than raw sex is bacon. You hear me? Good, I mean like good bacon. You know what I'm saying? Good, crispy, cooked bacon is amazing. You know what I'm saying? The same way that unprotected sex as an adult is great. You know what I'm saying? When you have to eat turkey bacon, that's, condomed sex. And if you are a person with you have a spouse and I'm your girlfriend, we can't have unprotected sex because you still have something attached to you. So we have to have I have to wear a condom with you. I can't trust your dick. Really? So even her having a conversation with Pat about, let's have a baby. Bitch, how? You fucking a lady husband, girl. I'm not fucking no one's husband raw. I'm not gonna do it. Give me turkey bacon sex if you ever. I'm not gonna fuck someone else's husband. My point is, just her saying we already had this conversation. I'm gonna get knocked up next year. Like, how have y'all discussed that? Like, how are y'all even having unprotected sex? He has a wife. He should not be talking about knocking you up at least until the divorce is finalized. That is insane to me. So, child, but maybe they have a raw sex and she's confused. Because raw sex will also confuse you. Okay, maybe the raw sex is so good she's forgetting he has a wife. But she told y'all they don't have a baby. I said, fine. Amanda Seals. So look, I know a lot of y'all be like, shut up, Amanda. We don't care, Amanda. Be quiet, Amanda. We watched the thing where she went up on her ex-boyfriend, the rapper Bodie James. And I still feel like Bodie James is a deadbeat ex-boyfriend. He might be a nice rapper and whatnot. However, he is a deadbeat boyfriend. So in one of her posts, she said, hey, stop asking me, am I going to keep talking about when someone fucked me over?
I will never stop talking about it. The same way that I will never stop talking about when that broad had me kicked out of the Emmys party. Never. I will never stop talking about it. I'll never stop talking about Essence coming to me sideways. Never. I will never stop talking about the ways in which people have harmed me when I did not do anything to bring it on me.
Now that I can agree with. I don't see no issue if someone did something to you that you feel like you did not deserve, and you feel like I'm a cuss their ass out every time I see them. That's on you.
People who I've poured into, companies, brands, etc. I will never stop. Okay? So just so you understand. Yes, I will never stop. I don't give a fuck if he can rap. He can lie too. He owes me $2,000. He lied to you all about me. I have the proof. And when I have time, I will post that. But a brother told you that I owed him money and I do not. I will never stop talking about it. The same way he owes me money. I looked out. I was told I'd be reimbursed. I need to be reimbursed. Period.
And I'm on her side. Okay. If you ask me to help you and I bail you out of jail because you asked for my help and you told me I would get my money back, bitch, give me my money back. Okay, you owe me $2,000. Okay, don't be lying on the people saying I owe you money. No, you owe me money. I am a full-fledged behind her and saying you owe me money. You owe me money. Pay me my money. And when we watched her video about that, I like that she said in her video, I used to be in a bad headspace and fuck with fucked up men. And I'm no longer in that dark place of mistreating myself by being with asshole men. But that one asshole man owed me $2,000. And, Amanda sometimes is aggravating. She is, but sometimes she isn't. Sometimes she's saying shit that's right because it's something that happened to her. So yes, if you owe me money, pay me my money, bitch. Okay, where is it? Because you didn't have money to get out of jail. You borrowed money from me because you didn't have it.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money.
So give me my money. Well, you want to fight? We can fight, but give me what I'm owed. Okay?
shut your mouth. Okay?
And pay me my money. So I am 100% behind her and saying, hey, if someone owes you some money, yes, give it to me. 2,000, and I don't care if I'm rich or I'm wealthy. That's not, I don't care if you owe me $20. It's my $20. So I fully get that a lot of folk, she gets on a lot of folk nerve for her saying, no, he owed me money and did an interview claiming I owed him money. He lied on me. Okay? I don't like it. I don't like liars. Anyway. Rick Ross and Fat Joe. I gotta find the video. I was scrolling social media, right? And there was a video of, it's not that one, a video of Fat, is it this one? It was a video of Rick Ross, right? This video, it was of Rick Ross, a quick video of him on a boat with someone, and people kept saying, oh, Rick Ross, what a man. Rick Ross is on his boat with some, all hugged up with some man. And I said, but is that a man? It's from far away. It's very, it's very glossy. I don't know. They're saying the person is this lady right here and not a man. But y'all know 50 Cent is petty. So, Rick Ross and 50 was like back and forth or whatever. If I was Rick Ross, I'm not fussing with 50 Cent. It's not worth it to me.
Curtis. You're so infatuated with my lifestyle. You see me out on the yacht with a black, beautiful woman. And I hope you don't have anything against black, beautiful women, Curtis. I mean, what are you insinuating here? I mean,
people who swim with big ass necklaces is weird to me.
And we know you just had your heart shattered when you found out what we found out. We all found out together. And we know that's the mother of your youngest son, little Bruce Leroy. Man, but you got to give a beautiful black.
Did he call that man? Wait, did he call 50 Cent's son Bruce Leroy? Child.
Woman, an opportunity, Curtis. We know you may have been hurt. You're a hurt hoe, but get over it, man. Enjoy a glass of fine bubbles and move on in life. Be happy.
Rick Ross in that pool holding his phone up with that bottle was funny to me. But him calling that man's son, he called that man's son Bruce Leroy.
Curtis. You're so infatuated with my lifestyle. You see me out on the yacht with a black, beautiful woman. And I hope you don't have anything against
that. 50 Cent's son do look like Black Leroy. Girl.
Black, beautiful women, Curtis. I mean, what are you insinuating here? I mean, and we know you just had your heart shattered when you found out what we found out. We all found out together. And we know that's the mother of your youngest son, little Bruce Leroy.
You called that man's son Bruce Leroy? Oh my God. Now, first of all, him, insinuating that 50 Cent's youngest son's mama is who is tied to Diddy in the case and whatnot. Child. If you've ever seen 50 Cent's son, I mean, he do look like Bruce Leroy. Like, no tea, no shade, but leave the kids out of it.
Hey, they said 2 weeks for 10 bands. Damn.
Leave the baby alone. You can't be teasing the baby. Child. Anyway, 50 Cent's son do like Bruce Leroy. But I don't think that was a man at all. Sean Kingston's mama was sentenced to 5 years, in the jail. There was that whole scheme and scamming thing, him and his mama. And the mama has been sent. Child, can you imagine committing crime with your mama, you got your mama sent to prison. She's 62 years old. So she said, look, I'm sorry, Your Honor. My intention was to keep my son afloat in the difficult industry. Okay, she claimed that she was trying to protect Kingston from being exploited in the music world, but the court remained unconvinced. Girl, y'all was scheming, scamming, and now you is going to prison for 5 years. I hope she make it. I do. Ain't nothing worse than you in your 60s going to prison. I would be pissed if I got mama arrested. Stop including y'all mamas in y'all schemes and y'all scams. I'm upset with Shaq right now. Now we praised Shaq last week because Shaq was around here defending Angel Reese to the RG3 dude. Okay, now Shaq and Tyson up and talking cash shit about Megan and Clay.
Did you see the news about the new hot couple?
Who?
It is Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion.
Who's Klay Thompson, though?
He plays basketball. He was in the Warriors. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. He's now on
Tyson not knowing what a basketball player is. It just seems logical.
the Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
And he's with Megan Thee Stallion.
6 weeks.
I'm gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. My kid, I can't say.
So what Shaq is doing, he's setting the line, our Draft Kick Sportsbook line, at the summer.
6 weeks.
You don't see it left.
Why would you why even do that? Like why even
Lasting into the fall.
6 weeks.
What did it surprise
Listen,
you?
come on. I don't know. Listen, man, she got shot for that. That might be last for a long time.
Now, Mike, what the okay? Between Shaq saying they won't last more than 6 weeks, and then Tyson saying, "Oh, it may because she got shot for a cooch." That's not funny. I don't like it. I don't. I feel like you wanting to support and stand up for Angel Reese against, dude or whatever, but you shading Megan and her. Why even do that? What if someone comes say to you, they're gonna smack you in the face for talking cash shit? And Meg and Clay,
What's y'all scared make me say
working out together.
Man, okay, so first of all, we went to the gym and we was doing these things that his trainer had put us through. He said, lift this shit up. I really think that he thought that
her man working out. He's also with her on the recording.
All thingamajigs, and I don't really like how he was throwing the ball to me because I feel like he was plotting on my downfall, wanting me to miss. Yo, I was what?
She was better than me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I think folk is acting like, oh, they gonna shop. They probably already been dating for 6 weeks. We just found out. So I'm like, even trying to, be this mean and rude about it. They also just had a little date.
Hey, my man want to take me to play golf, and I'm gonna let him pick my outfit.
Wait. Action?
Yes.
Okay, a cute pink skirt.
Okay.
I really like this color.
Okay.
And we got a nice, I don't know what this is, a purple.
Lavender, babe.
Lavender.
Yeah.
This could be a good one, I think.
Okay.
So a cute new couple. So Shaq and Tyson being assholes and it's gonna last 6 weeks. And Tyson making a joke that she was shot for. I don't find it funny. I don't find it funny at all. And I don't like plotting on folks' downfalls. I don't like that. Okay. So kudos to Megan and her man, my man out here on golf dates.
Yeah, this one's a.
He buying outfits for the war to the golf because they was in a different city.
We're going to a 9-hole golf course, and we're going to have the time of our lives. Fit match the hat.
Baby, why are you so cute?
Thank you.
They're a cute couple. You know what I'm saying? It's cute around here. And them spending time together. And again, once we know someone dating, usually that means they've been dating before. So we just found out because they're just now coming, public.
I'm in the zone right now, guys.
Oh God.
I'm in the.
Okay, so he got me out here. Pick my outfit.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
I need to leave Megan alone. Okay, leave Megan alone. Okay. Also, child, look at Tiana and Aaron. Okay, everybody now they probably be having some. They use condoms right now because he don't want to knock her up yet. Okay, but give them about 2 more months. It's gonna be some good old raw sex. Okay, she want to get her birth control built up in her system. You know what I'm saying? He want to get his stamina built up. Okay, and they want to knock all the cobwebs out before they have some raw sex or whatever. But they were being cutesy on a little date. Okay, it was so cute. And then it was also around here eating on camera. It was cute. And because we had so much this child dying folk, and I said, no, let's have some happy moments with some couples. Aaron and Tim Taylor.
I'm sorry. No, let me just let it run. All right, hold on.
Just eating food together with chopsticks, okay? And look, we need some good energy from our girls, okay? From our Megans, from our we love this era of seeing people happy, having fun on dates, okay? But again, and I the thing about it is, I like the fact that we liked Aaron Pierre before he got with her. Because some of these men, child, who we don't like until they with some. I like that she's with someone that people already liked before they became an item. Okay, again, love is in the air around here, and it's good. Now, Cash Doll baby daddy is an asshole.
Lame ass nigga. Got my baby mama, nigga. You dealing with her, you gotta deal with me for the rest of it, nigga. Sucker. You be calling me, man. Y'all wanna know? I ain't gonna be messy, man. I ain't gonna be messy, man. Let me chill, man. Bro, stop calling my girl, bro. Why you calling her? Nigga, she just called me, nigga.
This era of pussy ass niggas, it aggravates my spirit. You know, this era of crybaby little dudes, it aggravates my spirit reds. Because if Cash didn't moved on and you didn't moved on, why are you on the internet talking Cash Money shit? Okay, now even him kind of act like, well, I'm not gonna say who it is. Who else? Who else could it be? Now, I think he may have an older daughter, but you not on social media discussing her because no one cares about her. You are absolutely trying to be shady and messy about Cash and Zadarius. And if he did say, nigga, why are you calling my girl? You can't say because we got kids. So what? The baby please. What you want? What you want? I'm happy our girls are moving on with different men, are in happier relationships because these dudes ain't shit. Laverne Cox is getting a bit of a backlash. She was talking, right? And she brought up how she dated some MAGA loving white, blue-eyed cop and whatnot. I said, girl, for why? And she was then surprised that folks was upset, not upset, but surprised that folks had commentary against her, saying her being, you know, with this 26-year-old MAGA loving white man or whatever. You do know most MAGA people, not Republicans, most MAGA people, most Code 45 loving people don't want you to exist. That's all. What else do I want to get into? It's an hour. Okay, we got 12 minutes. We have 12 minutes left. Oh, come on now, MP. I kept saying she looked different. She looks less. And I don't want this to come off sounding offensive because I'm not trying to be offensive. But I said a while ago, Laverne Cox, for some reason, had been looking less feminine than she usually looked. And I didn't know why. I'm like, I know how she used to look and how she used to dress. And I do feel like she's been looking just real different Okay, real different. Congrats to Grant Hill and Tamia. They have been married for 26 years. Okay, congrats. Keith Lee. Keith Lee cussed y'all out, not me out. He cussed y'all out.
I'm literally gonna post a video when I was mid training and extremely skinny. I got 1,000 videos on my phone, but when I'm super skinny and I did the same pose where I showed my back and showed my lats, because that's where I hold my most weight is in my lats and in my back. So to show that I'm losing weight, I showed my back. I'm never worried about y'all. I've not once been worried about y'all or been attracted to none of y'all. I'm a straight man. I'm not baiting nobody. Are y'all motherfucking mind? Are y'all crazy? I'm not baiting nobody. I'm married. If I wasn't married, what's wrong with y'all? Are y'all cool? It's like I be letting it slide. I really do. I be letting a lot of it slide. But it's just like, at what point? And it's like he out of pocket for working out. I'm out of pocket for working out. I'm out of pocket for working out and then showing the transformation of my back getting smaller or my lats getting smaller. And then even if you see the actual clip of me working out, I showed a full clip of what I did before and then the pump I had afterwards.
So on social media, Keith Lee, Keith Lee was showing again his body because he's working out. I think he's training for a marathon. And people were in the comment section, oh, he's gay baiting, what they would do to him, how he is purposefully showing off his butt and his back to get men attention. Again, just completely disrespecting that man as a grown married man who was heterosexual. And I feel like we have to get to the point of understanding you can't be harassing folk on their platform and think they're going to cuss your ass out. At one point, he went on for a minute. And at one point he said, y'all must forgot I got paid to beat people up. Okay? And if y'all come, because it was people who were saying what they would do to him if they saw him in public. And so he was very upset. And I feel like he had every right to be upset. I don't feel like when a person is upset with people who are trying to flirt with them or be sexually aggressive towards them and say sexually suggestive things to them, I have no issue with people being upset at that. A part of accepting the LGBTQ community does not mean I have to accept harassment from folks, because if I say I'm not gay and I don't want gay comments towards me, I don't mean I'm homophobic. What it means is respect me in my manliness, in my own body, in my own marriage. Don't come around here coming at me about my body. Because I've seen comments on his post before and folks, oh, he got a big booty. And I've seen gay comments towards him and folks calling him gay, calling him closeted and all of that. So I feel like, that's unfair to him, period. I like that the fact he cussed their ass out and said, hey, stop fucking playing with me. I eat my food, I'm with my wife, I'm with my family, but don't get it. I was paid to beat people up.
I don't see niggas working out. Y'all cool? I'm literally gonna post a video when I was mid training and
that man can't help it. He got a big butt. Okay,
extremely skinny. I got 1,000.
That man can't help that. So folks trying to, accuse him of gay baiting is wrong. That's wrong. People pose a body, workout stuff all the time. Leave that man alone. And don't approach him in public. He's gonna beat your ass. Y'all better stop with Keith Lee. Child, Christian Rock is on some dumb shit.
Free Tory, hey chat, say free Tory. Y'all want to see the video? video?
Man, free Tory, man. Free Tory. Free
Y'all
Tory.
He called me today.
Man.
That means Tory ain't free him. He is innocent.
Free Tory, man.
Check out. Real nigga. Free Tory. Hey, chat, say free Tory. All right, so y'all, I want to say a special thank you to Tory Lanez for giving me words of encouragement and lift me up while everybody trying to kick me while I'm down, and I'm not never down, but you know what I mean. And plus, what else I was ready to say? Free him. He ain't do it. He ain't do it. He did not do it. He did not do it. Prove it. Where's the bullet hole?
Put the bullet hole, man.
For real.
I just want everyone to see how disturbing she is as a person, so that when she comes around here asking for us to help her and pray for her, oh my God, Blueface is home, help me, oh my God. We have to put her in a box that we ignore forever. Okay, she's a lost cause over there. Okay, put in the box, wrap it up, throw it over the building. Because bitch, what? So yeah, so Chrisean Rock is now.
Shut your mouth. Okay?
Because bitch, I can't stand. How can somebody in prison can't uplift me? They can't. Keisha, girl, I try my best to avoid stuff for her because I'm like, she's famous for no reason. Yeah, she's saying things and doing things to get attention. You can't talk either. It's like he in jail for a reason. Man, your child still can't walk and he's 2. Look, you know what's crazy? I always see her saying, ain't nothing with my child. It's okay when someone say, hey, I know my child has some issues, but my child is still perfect. Okay? I'm a firm believer in being differently disabled does not mean that something's wrong with you. You're just different. You know, and we know for a fact Chrisean's child is different. Okay? Her child is very different, and that's okay. Get him the different help he needs. But girl, you worry about the wrong thing. Okay? So your whole free Tory, go in there with him. Okay? You lock his ass up, lock your back. She aggravated me a whole lot. So what's left? What's on my thumbnail? What's on my thumbnail? We did JayZ. We did Jussie Smollett. Where's Jussie? He gonna have a Netflix special, y'all. Netflix, boom. Jussie Smollett reportedly says the Netflix documentary will prove his 2019 attack wasn't a hoax. The fact that Netflix is going to, girl, who directing it? Okay, it can't be Jussie. Again, it happened back in 2019. It says Smollett told a group of community leaders that an upcoming Netflix documentary will include never before seen video. He claims support his version of events. They found the actual footage of the people that jumped me, and it just collaborates every single thing that I've said for the last almost 7 years. If Netflix has, and I know AI shit, if Netflix has, you know, the actual raw footage, cool. However, if we see black Nigerian hands under them, I'm gonna watch it. Because I want to see. I want to see. And after this, Jussie, shut up and go away from us. Get away from us with this. We don't want to see it no more. Not today, not ever. Because I'm like, sir, what are you talking about? Where's Lizzo at? Lizzo. So we know that Lizzo had a couple of lawsuits against her from employees, right? Now her team was still slamming this meritless discrimination lawsuit from her ex-wardrobe stylist, or ex-wardrobe assistant, and asking the judge to dismiss the case. So Lizzo was asking the court to toss out a discrimination lawsuit filed by her former wardrobe assistant, calling it meritless and filled with absurd allegations. Per the court documents filed on July 18th, the singer's attorney, Martin Singer, went in on plaintiff, I think it's Aisha Daniels, calling her a brazen liar with an inflated ego and an unquenchable thirst for free publicity. He added that Daniels is not a victim of discrimination or harassment, but rather a disgruntled former employee acting on personal vendettas. So Lizzo, her company, Big Girl Touring, and it was a whole thing back then. They're still saying she's on bullshit. She's upset because she got fired. So judge tossed the case out. I don't know. So this is Lizzo's second attempt to get the case dismissed. A judge previously ruled in December 2024 that Daniels couldn't sue Lizzo directly. Okay, leaving only her company to be sued. So if you can't sue me, you can't sue JayLee, but you can sue JayLeesCorner. But I am innocent. I didn't do nothing. Okay. Thank you, Keisha, for super chats. JayLee, I am sick of him. He was like, it was -5 degrees. Okay, that night. Was a damn person going out for Subway tonight? You know what's crazy? I kept feeling like it wasn't that it was cold outside. It was the fact that no one goes out in the cold for a Subway sandwich. Now, here in Michigan, if it's cold outside, I'm not leaving the house for food. I really would not. I would leave the house if Lou's Deli had a deal on their corned beef sandwiches. I would leave the house for that, but I would be in a car. I'm not walking no goddamn well. I'm going to walk in my car and then drive to the restaurants. So my issue always was it wasn't that it was so cold outside. It was cold outside and he went a Subway sandwich? Sir, no. We'll see what happens with Lizzo and if the judge will now toss the case out. Who knows? We did Lizzo. We did Draya, her little son. Let's do the lady daughters. So one, Jackie daughters are still fussing on social media. Look, Jackie and Doug are bad parents. We know that because the two women in the household, the kids, are one at odds and they both hate Jackie. So you can't hate Jackie without hating Doug. Okay? But Takari and Chantel was going back and forth. Chantel was accused by Takari of fucking Doug's prospects in the basketball world and needing help from her parents and whatnot. So Chantel then said, "Oh, there it is, jealousy bug, bitch you." Now this all makes sense. Maybe you should have been messing with a prospect. Then you wouldn't be in the situation you in. Section 8 ain't it? Not Section 8. Not hating no Section 8 people. I mean, look, you know what? I wish. No, I don't. Because you have to be struggling to get on Section 8. You have to need Section 8 to get Section 8. So I don't wish I could get Section 8. I wish there was a Section 8 version for middle class Americans. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was some way that regular working folk could get someone to pay half the rent for free. Okay. But anyway, but again, not Section 8. This constant commentary coming from you is getting obsessed as if you need mommy's money and acceptance. Girl, when this is all said and done, you're going to be sitting right there in that same spot, miserable and mad at the world, waiting for the next opportunity to make a TikTok and chime in on things you claim you're so healed from. Taunting me from experiencing some of the same shit you did makes you no better than her. You want attention from me that you don't give from her. Here it is, sis. You want to comment on everything with facts at hand. Because she accused Takari of like doing things to her. You two have reached a level of violence with Jackie because of her mistreatment. That's why you put a knife on her in Sacramento. You have 3 kids, which she's never met, but she wants to go right to mine. Do you hear yourself? You've been wanting to hop on the hate train, and it's sad to see. I haven't spoken to you in 8 years. If I have not spoken to someone in 8 years, if I have not spoken to someone in 8 years, we have nothing to argue about. It's called what? Shaq, can I get it? What's the income limit? Maybe past the income limit. Okay. But if I have not talked to someone in 8 years, there's no argument here because that means you don't matter to me. Okay, if there has been no text communication, no social media, if there's nothing, if there's no kind of communication, we don't have nothing to fight about, in my opinion. There's no reason for you to be on the internet making videos trying to be funny. We can both be hilarious, or we can stop trying to provoke a reaction out of me and just leave me alone. You out here on the front line standing up for someone that's never stood up for you. I need to heal, and so do you, Bookie. I feel like them fussing back and forth, it's just a mess of Jackie's making. To me, I feel like they both need to stop. I don't think either one of them is like jealous of the other. I do feel like they both have this disdain for each other based on the rivalry that they had growing up. And neither one of them has moved out of that. The difference to me is I feel like Takari feel like she's taking what I said and making it her story, and that makes me mad. But to me, they both suffered in different ways. Either way it go, Jackie as a mama ain't what anyone wants to see on Basketball Wives. Now, if Jackie and them want a whole separate show, give Jackie and them daughters a couples family counseling season, with intense counseling for all 3 of their asses, and bring Doug in there too. But they probably would never do that because Doug is now the coach of the team in Sacramento. But try to be back and forth in it. Now again, Takari was live on TikTok last night. Someone brought up how she did an interview earlier, I think they were with Mims on YouTube. So I don't know. Once I listen to the recording of her from that night, I'll see if I want to discuss it. But I still feel like none of this should be on Basketball Wives. That's just my opinion. Glorilla arrested. I said, now how the fuck that happened? So it was announced that Glorilla was arrested. Okay. And I said, well, how that happened? What happened? So her house got broken into. Okay. She wasn't even home. Her family was, house sitting for her. Someone broke in her house, and thieves broke in the house. Okay. Thinking she wasn't there. She's on tour or whatever. Her family scared them off. The family called the police because, again, someone broke in the house and stole shit. The police get to the house, smell weed, see a little bit of weed sitting around. The police get a search warrant for the house to search it for drugs. They find some weed in the master bedroom closet. They then got a warrant to arrest Glorilla. I said, bitch, what? Do you imagine someone breaks in your house and you call the police, and the police then gets a search warrant to fully search your house for the girl? Now look, I feel 2 ways. One, that's insane. That's insane. 2, how much weed was in there? Because if it was just a usable amount of weed, meaning she smoked weed, why would y'all arrest her for having weed? Now, Glorilla, if she had like pounds of weed in her house, that's different. To me, that's different. But again, it says the thieves got, with some jewelry or whatever. The police arrived. They began to search the property for the suspects, but didn't find anybody. They did detect a strong odor with illegal drugs. Okay. It said drug task force was summoned, meaning the cops who came to investigate a robbery called the drug task force, who got a warrant to search the house, and they say they found a significant amount of marijuana. Now, I'm like, what is the amount? Because again, if it's like, it's a little ounce, little 2 ounce, okay, that's nothing. Unless they found pounds of marijuana in her house, I don't get why they would arrest her. I'm like, I just don't think that make any sense, But I'm gonna say this: the only way this arrest makes sense is if the amount of weed in her house, in her bedroom, wasn't for use. If it seemed like that was for distribution, okay, you can't have a lot of weed in your house. Also, if you house sitting for your cousin and she got weed in the house, please move the weed before the police get there. Now, maybe they put the weed in the closet thinking they won't look at her closet, and they did. I don't know, but I'm just wondering how much weed they find to get a fucking drug task force out there and a search warrant to have her girl. Now, she had to come back home, turn herself in, okay, had to post $22,000 bond. And out of all of that, they still did not look into who broke in her house. So she's out. She's out, which is great. But I'm still like, how much weed was in the house? That's my main concern. Because we have to be honest. If she had pounds upon pounds of weed in her house, that's illegal. You can't do that. So we can't be upset if the police come to your house and they find, if the police come to your house because one thing happened, but they find other illegal things happening, they can arrest you because, girl, you got crack cocaine on the counter. If they come to your house for because your house got robbed, but it's 10 pounds of weed in the corner, they can arrest you for the 10 pounds of weed because that's illegal. So I'm still like, what is the significant amount of weed? Because if it was always a little ounce, why was she arrested? She just smoking weed. So I'm like, they have to tell me, hey, she had 10 pounds of weed in her closet. 10 pounds of weed? Girl, go let you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, if she wasn't home, how we know it was hers? Why didn't y'all arrest anybody else who was in the house when the weed was found? Why did y'all arrest her? I guess because she's a homeowner. But again, I can't wait for more info to come out. Now she looked high in her picture. A little high. Okay, a little bit, okay. But again, she's out. But again, girl, how much weed? They never said how much weed it was. If you ever call the police to your home, if you smoke weed, move it. Okay, put the weed in your car, in your trunk, before you even call the police. Okay, move your car 10 blocks down the street. Okay. Anyway, lastly, Cardi B. So, do y'all remember when Cardi, at that, was she at Draya? I think she was at Draya at that point in time. Cardi had a little concert back in 2023, and someone threw a drink on her. You know what I'm saying? They talked, and she tossed the mic. I remember that incident. fully. She was pissed. You know, again, someone talked. She tossed the microphone at the girl in the crowd. Now we still to this day don't know who the girl was. I think we never even saw her face and whatnot. However, you can't be tossing stuff at people because you can get hit in the face. So that happened then. That was 2 years ago. Nothing had happened. Now Cardi was on the Breakfast Club at one point, and she was saying how, it happened.
Do you regret throwing that microphone at that young lady?
It was really like a quick reaction.
Mhm.
It was really like, and let me tell you, motherfucker, I didn't want to address it because I thought a bitch was going to go to jail, but I'm not. I didn't really, because motherfuckers, people was making their own shit. Like, let me tell you something, right? It was hot as fuck. That Vegas, he ain't over.
Anyway, though, at that point in time, she was saying, I thought I was going to get arrested. I did not get arrested, but I'm good, though. So I thought it was done as well. Now, the lady is now suing Cardi B 2 years later. He's suing Cardi B for assault, for battery, assault, negligence, and even says the microphone being auctioned off for charity sent her into an emotional spiral of distress. Look, if a famous millionaire hit me with a microphone, I'm a sue too. I am. I'm not gonna lie. Cardi, you have to pay that lady. Now, the lady has not mentioned an amount of money yet. This is a lawsuit. This is a lawsuit. Should not say any money. But because we did see Cardi toss somebody at the girl gonna get some kind of money. Now, the girl should not have thrown the drink on Cardi because Cardi said, look, I asked for a drink to be thrown or water on me earlier on, not now. Kate, leave me alone. Leave me alone. So a part of me feel like the girl has a right to sue. She do. I would have not have waited 2 years. I would have waited about 6 months before I filed my lawsuit. It wouldn't have been 2 years. This is so me. Cardi's lawyer said the Las Vegas Metro Police PD and the Clark County District Attorney Office closed this matter for insufficient evidence a long time ago. But apparently, the chance to try to make money off a celebrity was too much for some people to pass up, meaning she filed a lawsuit for some money. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. Cardi, pay up. Pay up. The girl gonna get a good $100 grand. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good $100 grand. You know what I'm saying? It's a come up for sure. But Cardi, don't you spend a whole bunch of lawyer money trying to fight this case. No, you use the money to settle this case. You know what I'm saying? There's no need trying to fight it. It isn't. We saw you toss even though she tossed something at you first and it was a reaction. We fully know that. However, your reaction was caught on camera. You are a rich person. You're a celebrity. It's the cost of being the boss. Again, celebrities, stop reacting. Stop reacting. Now, again, it could have been acid. It could have been this and that, and that, whatever. The girl was not close enough to you to cause you harm. But I fully get you being pissed, not knowing what the fuck someone throwing. What liquid was tossed on me. You know, so no, 50 had to pay somebody too. The girls ended up suing 50 as well. I just think we never heard what happened because he probably settled. When there's video evidence of you assaulting someone and they sue you, you quietly settle it and let it go away. So Cardi, don't fight this, settle this. Leave it at that. Okay? Leave it at that. And at that, we are done. Okay? Lawsuits around here. Okay? Mug shots around here and foolishness. Okay. Ooh, 2 hours and 19 minutes, y'all. I hope y'all had a good time on the live, y'all. If y'all did not, so what? Okay, so what? Y'all know to always like the video. Okay, to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. if stuff happens tomorrow, I'll have a live on Friday night as well. Because if I'm not live tomorrow, I won't be back live again until Sunday. So we shall see. But y'all know it's always content up. Okay, it is always content on my channel. So go watch the other stuff. Okay, but like, comment, subscribe, share, and all of that. I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.